Hello, hamjambo. Karibuni katika Swahili Kingdom. Na naomba mniambie kama mnanisikia. Please tell me if you can hear me. Welcome to Swahili Kingdom. And today we are doing handy Swahili phrases that you should know, especially if you are a Swahili beginner, a Swahili guest, or a tourist who has come to any Swahili country. So that is what we are going to learn today. Tell me if you can see the screen, if you can see the full screen. Karibuni sana. Please tell me if you can hear me. Tafadhali niambieni kama mnaweza nisikia. And today we are learning handy Swahili phrases. Can you hear me? You can just type if you can hear me, so that I will know the way forward. Nice. John Morales, Vadency, Nariri Nigpo. Okay. If you can hear me, that's cool. That's great. Okay, now let's continue. Swahili, handy Swahili phrases. So these are phrases that anyone should know. Everyone, I mean everyone who wants to know Swahili or who wants to travel to a Swahili speaking country. My advice is that you should know some basic phrases like this one, so that you will not be considered a tourist. Like you will be more than a tourist. Okay? In a country that you are touring in. Okay, let's visit some things so that you can know if you are the one this course is meant for. So is this you? You are planning to visit Kenya or Tanzania, but you don't have any single basic Swahili phrase with you. Number 2, you are here in Kenya or Tanzania, but you need some basic phrases to at least communicate. Neither do you know where to get basic phrases for tourists, so this video is going to help you to say things like please, to say things like sorry, thank you, some basic stuff that you should know. Another one, you are a Swahili beginner and would like to know the most basic words in Swahili. You know, even if you are a beginner, sometimes you might just be learning random YouTube videos, or maybe you find books, you learn through PDFs, but you don't know the most basic phrases that are used in day-to-day life. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you step by step. We are going to start with greetings, how to say your name, or how to ask for another person's name. So those are some of the basic things that you need to know at least. And on top of that, you will know some of the Swahili basic phrases and how to pronounce them. You know, sometimes you might be knowing the basic phrases, but you don't know how to pronounce them. You struggle pronouncing them. So in this video, no struggle, you are going to know how to pronounce them. And make sure at the end of the video, you will download this PDF, this presentation that I'm reading right now. I will put the link down in the description box below. Download it, keep it with you, and go reread it, go through it, and make sure all the things that are in this PowerPoint presentation, you have them. You have them to communicate. Another thing, you have some basic Swahili phrases with you, but the Kenyan and Tanzanian Swahili difference is getting in your way. So this is the thing here. Though Kenyan and Tanzanian Swahili are the same, they sound different at some point. So, for instance, when you go to Tanzania, you use the word naomba, naomba, when you want to ask for something or request. But when you come to Kenya and use the word naomba, people will be looking at you like, huh, what are you saying? Are you praying or something? So you see there is some difference. You need to know these things, and in this video I'm going to teach you that as you learn the basic phrases. Okay, if you are this person, continue watching the video to benefit. The first one, what you will learn in this video. This video will help you know both the pronunciation and spelling of 12 plus phrases every tourist needs to know to be more than a tourist in Kenya or Tanzania. Since Kenya and Tanzania have different pronunciations, each word will be pronounced how Kenyans and Tanzanians does to get a clear picture of it. We don't pronounce things the same way. Even though we understand each other, we don't pronounce things the same way. Though both Kenya and Tanzania use Swahili, they differ in some wording apart from pronunciation. I will show you exactly how in this video. So you see, even if we differ in pronunciation, there are also some other words that we differ. The fundamental thing that we both use are the Swahili noun classes. We use the same thing in the Swahili noun classes, so that's what makes us understand each other more easily. But pronunciation, some wording, some basic phrases, I think because of culture, they differ. Like the example I just gave you in beginning the video, using naomba in Tanzania and in Kenya. In Kenya, you will look like someone who is praying, someone who doesn't know what he's saying, but in Tanzania, you look like someone who is polite and kind. Okay? At the end of this lesson, you won't feel stuck anymore with simple words when you are touring Kenya or Tanzania. Okay? Let's continue. The first ones are the 5 Swahili greetings that you should know. You should know these ones, even if you don't know the rest. Just know these ones. Hujambo. Hujambo. Hujambo is the same as saying hi. Then the person will respond, sijambo. Or if someone tells you hujambo, just respond, sijambo. Hujambo, sijambo. It can be used in a formal setting or a casual setting. Another one, shikamo. Shikamo. Shikamo is also like saying hello, but this one is used with elderly people. When you see someone who is elderly than you, you can use shikamo. Shikamo. It literally means my respects. And this word was found at the coast, Mombasa. So that's where people used to greet each other. Shikamo, touching each other's toes. Shikamo, shikamo. So it is used for elderly people. If you want to greet an elder, use shikamo to sound more respectful. But it doesn't, it is not that bad to use hujambo. Hujambo is very polite. You can use it with anyone, at any place, any time. That's why I started with it. So the response to shikamo is marahaba. Then we have another one, habari gani. Habari gani. Habari gani. Habari gani is also the same as hujambo, which means it can be used anytime, anywhere, with anyone. But most of the time it is used with people who are close to each other. Maybe it's your friend, or maybe, even if it's not a friend, someone who you have met a day before, or someone that you just know. If it's someone that you don't know, you can just use hujambo. Hujambo is very perfect. You can use it with anyone. Though you can use habari gani with anyone, sometimes it depends because some people prefer, some people don't see habari gani more respectful as hujambo. Hujambo is considered more respectful, and I don't know why. So when you greet someone habari gani, they will answer njema. The most common answer will be njema. Njema. And if someone greets you habari gani, you should answer njema if you don't know any other thing. Just say njema. Don't complicate things. Another one is sasa. Sasa. Sasa is like saying hello. But this one is used casually. Don't ever use it formally or with someone that you don't know. It is used casually, and it is used among younger people. So also greeting an elder person, sasa, it might sound rude. So you can use sasa, but use sasa only with your age mates or people you know, because most people don't consider sasa as a very respectful greeting since it came up recently. It was not in the Swahili vocabulary. Number 5, and when someone greets you sasa, you say poa. Or when you greet someone sasa, their most probable answer will be poa. Then the last one, assalam alaikum. This one is an Arabic, that's why it's even hard for me to pronounce. Assalam alaikum. Assalam alaikum. So with this one, it is mostly, I have included it here because our Muslim fellows prefers using Assalam alaikum instead of these other greetings. So if you are a Muslim, or if you have a Muslim friend, you can use Assalam alaikum. Assalam alaikum. Then they will respond alaikum salam. Or if someone greets you assalam alaikum, you respond alaikum salam. But you can only use this greeting if you know the person is Muslim, okay? Or if he's a Muslim who has greeted you. Don't just use the greeting just like that. Okay, the next part. So now here is where you introduce yourself. Introducing yourself. First, let's go by when someone is asking for your name. We start by names, right? So that someone can know you, you can know them. So someone will ask, jina lako, your name, okay, jina lako. Or they can ask, jina lako ni nani? Jina lako ni nani? Jina lako ni nani? Or they can say, unaitwa nani? Unaitwa nani? And lastly, the most common one that they can use, they can say, unaitwaje? Unaitwaje? Let's go through them again. Jina lako, jina lako, jina lako ni nani? Jina lako ni nani? Unaitwa nani? Unaitwa nani? Unaitwaje? Unaitwaje? And you can answer by saying, when they ask you, unaitwa nani? You can say, ninaitwa, then you insert the name. For example, I am Maria. Ninaitwa Maria. Ninaitwa Maria. Jina lako nani? Jina lako ni nani? Jina langu ni Maria. Jina langu ni Maria. Or mimi ni Maria. Mimi ni Maria. Just a reminder, don't forget to download the ebook with these phrases after the end of the video. The next one, I hope right now you know how to introduce yourself by this one. By introducing yourself, since you are a beginner or you are just touring, and these are the most common words that you know in Swahili, you can just say your name and ask the other person's name. And phrases are coming. More phrases are coming in this video. The next one, when you don't understand what's said or what someone else has said, just say sielewi. 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 I don't understand. Sielewi. I don't understand. And by the way, if you have any questions, you can just write here. If you have any questions, you can just write here. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure why it's blurred. I'm not sure why the view is blurred, but can you see anything? Please, if you have any question, you can just write, and I'm going to, I don't know why, but after the end of the video, kindly download the PowerPoint that I have made. It is this presentation that I'm making right now, so you will have it. You can come to this video on YouTube anytime, go through it again and again and again, and have the scripts with you, so that you can be reading on your own at some point. Sielewi, I don't understand. Sielewi. Sikuelewi. Sikuelewi. This is when you want to impersonate. This is when you want to put that person in the sentence. You want to say, I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Sikuelewi. Sikuelewa. Sikuelewa. I didn't understand. Sikuelewa. I didn't understand. Past tense. And now when you want to put it in the past tense and include you, you will say sikukuelewa. 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 Okay? Sielewi. I don't understand. Sikuelewi. I don't understand you. Sikuelewa. I didn't understand. Sikukuelewa. I didn't understand you. You can also ask them this to make sure you are on the same page. Apart from saying you didn't understand them, you can also ask them in return if they understood you. The first one, umeelewa, 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 umeelewa. Did you understand? Did you understand? Another one, ulielewa, ulielewa. Did you understand? Did you understand? Okay, I know maybe you are thinking, I have said, did you understand twice in the umeelewa and ulielewa. Umeelewa, which is the first did you understand, is the present perfect tense. So it is the present perfect tense. Umeelewa, did you understand? Or have you understood? Have you understood? Did you understand? Then ulielewa is the past tense. Ulielewa, did you understand? The present tense. Unaelewa, unaelewa, unaelewa. Are you understanding? Unaelewa, are you understanding? Please tell me if you are understanding. Tell me if you are understanding. Unaelewa, are you understanding? Tafadhali niambie kama unaelewa. A reminder again, don't forget to download the ebook with these phrases after the end of this video. Let's go to the next one. You want them to repeat. You want them to repeat something that you have not understood. We have talked about sijaelewa. We have talked about that one. So now you have not understood. Now you want to tell them to repeat. When you want to say it politely, you will say tafadhali rudia. Tafadhali rudia. Please repeat. Tafadhali rudia. Tafadhali rudia. And when it's in Tanzania, you will have to say, for you to be more respectful, for you to sound more respectful, especially if you are talking to someone who is elder than you, you ought to say, naomba urudie. Naomba urudie. But in Kenya, don't say naomba when you are not praying. Because Kenyans see the word kuomba or naomba as praying to God or praying like that. But Tanzanians see it as a way of being courteous, a way of being more respectful. Tanzania also knows that naomba is pray, but they use it in the two ways, to pray and to politely ask for something. So in Kenya, just say, tafadhali rudia. Please repeat. In Tanzania, say, naomba urudie. Naomba urudie. The subjunctive mood. Then you can just say, rudia. 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 Repeat. Repeat. Or you can say, sema tena. Sema tena. Say it again. Sema tena. I hope you are not being overwhelmed. If you see that there are a lot of words, just pick one which is the most respectful one. For instance, here, I can tell you to pick tafadhali rudia. Tafadhali rudia can be used both in Kenya and both in Tanzania. So that one is the most perfect one. Tafadhali rudia. Let's see the next one. You want to thank someone has done a favor for you, or someone has shown you some directions. You want to say thank you. Okay? So you will use asante in singular. Asante. Asante. Singular. Then if the people are many, that means you need to use the plural. You will say asanteni. Simple. Just adding a ni in front of the word asante. Asanteni. Asanteni. Thank you all, or thank you guys. That way. Then there are some people who use Mungu akubariki. Mungu akubariki. May God bless you. May God bless you. Mungu akubariki. But this one is used with people who are a bit close to each other, because you don't want to make someone mad by telling them Mungu akubariki, and maybe that person is a Muslim. You know, there are many religions. There are many religions in this world. So maybe that person is a pagan, that person is a Muslim, an Indian, or I don't know. There are many religions in this world, and everybody is entitled to, everybody has freedom, as per my knowledge. Everyone has freedom of worship as per my knowledge. So don't just go telling random people Mungu akubariki. Just use asante or asanteni. Another one, shukran. Shukran. This was invented from the coast, Mombasa, near Tanzania, where people use the word shukrani. Shukrani is being grateful, gratefulness. So when someone can just say shukran, shukran as thanks, to be grateful. Shukran is kinda classy, appealing, and great. You can use it interchangeably with asante, but asante is what is used most commonly and everywhere. You know, Even though shukran is in Swahili countries, there are some people who don't know what is shukran. Yes, there are some people who don't know what shukran is, but many people know what shukran is. So you can just say, you just tell someone has done a favor or they have shown you the direction. You can just tell them shukran or asante. If there are many people, asanteni. Well, the negative part with shukran is that it doesn't have a plural. So if you are telling to many people or one person, it's shukran. It's actually the positive, because you won't have to think a lot of things like asante, asanteni, right? Then we have another one, which is nashukuru. Nashukuru. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Nashukuru. 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 I'm grateful. Nakushukuru. Nakushukuru. That's when we have added ku. Nakushukuru is when you want to add to be specific to the person. Let's say, for example, there are 3 people. Then you go and ask for direction. You go and talk to one person. There are 3 people in a group standing somewhere. Then you are stuck, you don't know the direction. And maybe when you near them, you see someone's eyes and maybe you feel comfortable with them. You go and ask them for direction. After that, after telling you the direction, of course, that one person is the one who is going to direct you. After he or she directs you, you are going to tell him or her, nakushukuru, personally, specifically, nakushukuru. Okay, I thank you, because you are the one who has helped me, even though they are in a group of people. Or you can just say, if you don't want to be specific to that person, you can just use asante, the most common way to say thank you, that is done with almost everyone who speaks Swahili. The response to all this is karibu and amina or asante pia. So, for instance, let's say you are the one who has helped a person and then they tell you asante. What should you answer back? You should just tell them karibu. When someone tells you asante or shukran, nakushukuru or nashukuru, just tell them karibu. Karibu. Just like that. Karibu. Okay? Don't overthink words or say, try Googling for some fancy words to use. Just say karibu. Except when someone says Mungu akubariki, use amina. Amina is amen. Amen. Mungu akubariki. Amina. Just like that. When someone says Mungu akubariki, please, please, please don't say karibu. Don't say karibu. Use karibu with asante, shukran, nashukuru, or nakushukuru. You can say karibu. But amina is only used with Mungu akubariki. Will you imagine someone telling you, God bless you, and you are telling them, welcome? What's that? It's the same thing when one tells you, Mungu akubariki, then you are saying karibu. No, it doesn't add up. So when someone says, Mungu akubariki, God bless you, say amina, amen. Amina, amen. Not God bless you and welcome. God bless you, amen. Mungu akubariki, amina. Or if someone says asante, instead of saying karibu, and you like to thank them back, you can say asante pia. Asante pia, instead of saying karibu. Just say asante pia. Another thing I had forgotten, karibu is in singular. What if it's a plural? What if there are many people? How will you say it? You'll say karibuni. It's just the same as asanteni, you just add the ni. karibuni. Karibuni. Okay? So, I hope now you know how to thank someone and how to reply back. Okay? You should be knowing that. And if you are still getting stuck, I know, I know you might be getting stuck, and sometimes the pronunciation might not be that good at first, but don't worry, because as you continue pronouncing the words, hearing them again and again and again, you are going to find yourself easy. You are going to find it easy to pronounce. So what I advise you is, at the end of the video, make sure to download this presentation that I'm presenting right now for your future learning. Maybe tomorrow at the same time, or the time that you usually learn Swahili, take 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Go through this presentation again. Try to remember what we were just talking about. Try to put a situation, yeah? And when you do that, I know that these words will always be with you. Another thing, when you want to know about the price, so here is the thing. You are in a foreign country, and by that I mean Kenya or Tanzania, where they speak Swahili, or maybe Congo, some place in South Africa, Uganda, those places where they speak Swahili. And you went to the market, you want to ask for a price, the price of something. You didn't have someone to go with. Maybe they had some other important things. The person that you thought would have helped you has some other important things to take care of. So are you going to wait for that person, or are you going to continue with your day? Of course, you'll need to continue with your day. Take yourself to the market. Okay? Don't be afraid. So go to the market asking for a price. Just say, ni pesa ngapi? Ni pesa ngapi? Ni pesa ngapi? How much is it? How much is it? I've used ni pesa ngapi because I have omitted the descriptive pronouns that needs to be used, like hii ni pesa ngapi, hiki ni pesa ngapi, hicho, ile, zile, because I've omitted them because even if you'll say hii ni pesa ngapi or ni pesa ngapi, the person will understand. Okay? Since you are just beginning to learn Swahili, you are just knowing the basic handy Swahili phrases or the pocket Swahili phrases, it should not be complicated. Just say ni pesa ngapi. Because when you go to the hi, ile, zile, we will have to go to the noun classes. And that is a lesson for another day. When you have advanced a bit from the beginner level, you have gone forward a bit, at the moment just say ni pesa ngapi. Okay? But if you are good with the descriptives, just add them. Play with them. Hii ni pesa ngapi, ile ni pesa ngapi, hizi, hizo. Okay? But when you are not sure of them, just say ni pesa ngapi. Another word you can use, ni bei gani. Ni bei gani. This literally translates to what price is it? What price is it? But it is the same as how much is it. Okay? Ni bei gani. Ni bei gani. Ni bei gani. So we use ni pesa ngapi or ni bei gani. And the response of the seller may start with he or not. They may also start with hii ni pesa something. Hii ni bei something. Or they can say ni pesa something or ni bei something. So it depends with the person too, if they are comfortable using the descriptives. By the way, you know, even though we are Swahili speakers, there are some moments or there are some people that don't know how to match these descriptives all of the time. Okay? But you are going to learn that when you reach the noun classes. Let me stop it there so that you'll not be overwhelmed. Don't forget to download this ebook with these phrases after the end of the video for your further learning. Okay? Let's go to the next one. I hope right now when you go to a market, you can negotiate with someone. I mean not actually negotiating, but asking for the price. Negotiating is another lesson too. Okay? I hope you can go on your own on the market and ask for a price, the price of the commodity. You want to ask about directions. This is one of the things. For instance, there is one day I was just walking along the road and I met someone. I knew that person was not a Kenyan. I knew he was a foreign person because in Kenya we also have Indians in Kenya who are Kenyan citizens apart from the other Kenyan citizens. So I know the Indians. And when I saw this person, I knew it was a foreigner. And he was carrying a backpack. And he was just walking. Then when he saw me, I think maybe he felt comfortable asking me. And he was like, "Hujambo dada." I was like, I was laughing. Oh, that's good. I was somehow laughing inside, but I knew that was good. So he said, "Hujambo dada." And I said, "Sijambo, sijambo." So you see, the greeting hujambo, hujambo is very, very, very important. Even if you don't know other greetings, just know hujambo. And by the way, let me add this one. Many people ask about jambo. Jambo. I disagree with the word jambo. It's not that I'm disagreeing, like very, very disagreeing, or maybe it's a bad word. No, hujambo is a pretty nice word. I mean, jambo is a pretty nice word. But when you use the word jambo, people will automatically know you are a foreigner. People will automatically know you are a foreigner. So, if you want to be more than a tourist, use hujambo. Hujambo is what native people use. But when you use jambo, people just say, poor annoying, oh, that person is a foreigner. That person is a foreigner. Maybe he or she doesn't understand Swahili or something like that. But you know, when you use hujambo, and people, you know, there is this saying that says, talk to me in my own language. No, talk to a man in his own language and it goes to his heart. Talk to a man in another language and he will understand. Or it goes to his brain. So that is the thing. When you use the word, that is the logic around it. When you use the word jambo, people will understand you. It will go to their brains. But when you use the word hujambo, it will go to their hearts. So you see the difference. You click the heart or you click the brain. So that's the thing. So here you are asking for directions. For instance, you want a toilet. Maybe you want a public toilet that is around where you are. You can ask, choo iko wapi? Choo iko wapi? Wapi. The word that you should not hear is wapi. Wapi means where. Wapi means where. Wapi. Choo iko wapi. Where is the toilet? And I have also added another statement, choo ipo wapi. So here is the difference. Don't get overwhelmed over here. When someone says choo iko wapi and choo ipo wapi, they mean the same thing. But choo iko wapi is mostly used in Kenya, but it can also be used in Tanzania. Choo ipo wapi is used in Tanzania like 1,000,000 times. Like, what I mean is, ipo wapi is used in Tanzania more than in Kenya. Okay, but they are both understandable. So, let's wrap this up. Let's say, like, it is simply name of place or thing you wanna know plus iko wapi. For example, when you want to know about a house is nyumba, nyumba. Or let's go with the toilet, choo, the one that you have been using, choo. So you'll say choo iko wapi, choo iko wapi, or choo ipo wapi in Tanzania. The response will begin this way: name of the thing you asked plus iko plus the location. Example, choo iko wapi? The response will be choo iko pale. Pale is there, there. And I don't want to go to more descriptions or more descriptive pronouns because, as I said, it depends with the noun class. I don't want to overwhelm you by giving you the Swahili noun class at this moment. I don't want to complicate things. Swahili noun class are for another day. A reminder again, don't forget to download this ebook with these phrases after the end of this video for your studies later on. Okay? Because I know forgetting is common. Forgetting is normal, I mean. Forgetting is normal. But if you have something like this, you read, when it is stuck in your brain, you will not forget. That is what I know and I have experienced. Another one. Now this one is when you want to bid goodbye. How do you say it? The most common one is kwaheri. Anytime, anywhere, casual, formal, elder or young, use the word kwaheri. Kwaheri, kwaheri. Bye, kwaheri, bye. Use it anywhere with anyone. Okay, it is that good, that advantageous. Use it anywhere with anyone. Kwaheri. And then when you want, the other three are more fancy. If you want to go beyond kwaheri, this one is for someone, tuonane kesho. Tuonane kesho is for someone that you at least know. Maybe you met a day before, or you have been talking online on WhatsApp. Then you come to Kenya, you meet the person, then you will tell him or her, tuonane kesho, when it's time that you are parting ways, and maybe you are going to meet again tomorrow. Tuonane kesho, it's the same as bye, but it literally means let's meet tomorrow. Let's meet tomorrow. Or another one, you can just use tuonane. Tuonane, it's another way of saying bye, but it literally means let's meet each other, maybe next time. Tuonane. Another one, tutaonana. Tutaonana. This is a future tense. Tutaonana. We will meet again, or we will meet. It is just another form again of saying bye. Okay? So we have kwaheri, which is the most common one. Use it with anyone, anywhere, in any situation, be it a friend or a stranger, a Muslim, and a Christian, or whatever person. Use it with anyone. Okay? The response will be, for kwaheri, will be kwaheri ya kuonana, or someone can just tell you, when someone says kwaheri to you, you can just say back kwaheri. So it is kwaheri, kwaheri, instead of saying kwaheri ya kuonana. But if it's someone who is a native, they can use kwaheri ya kuonana, or if you want to use kwaheri ya kuonana as well. But if it seems hard, just copy paste what the person has said. Kwaheri, kwaheri, just like that. Okay? Another thing, when someone says tuonane, copy paste. Tuonane, 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 tuonane. So it's copy and paste. Easy. Okay? And then there is another thing, when someone says tuonane kesho. Tuonane kesho. You can respond by saying, no, sorry. When someone says tutaonana, the future tense, tutaonana, you can respond by saying, tutaonana tena, Mungu akipenda. Tutaonana tena, Mungu akipenda. We will meet again, God willing. We will meet again, God willing. Okay? So we have kwaheri, tuonane kesho, tuonane, and tutaonana. The one that you should stick with the most is kwaheri. Use it anyhow, anywhere, with anyone. Okay? And just know when someone says something, just copy paste it. Don't think too much. Don't think of fancy words or whatever. Don't forget to download this copy at the end of the lesson. If it won't be there exactly at the end of the lesson, just wait for 30 minutes and go check again, because I will need to prepare a link for you to download it, okay? Just know it will be there. Be assured it will be there. Okay, and that is the end of our lesson. And now let's see the next action steps. And I say, kwaheri, kwaheri. What do you respond back? Copy and paste. Kwaheri. Congratulations on knowing the basic Swahili phrases to get you to Kenya and Tanzania streets. Now that you know them, what is the next action steps that you need to know? First, the one that I have been reminding you, download the ebook. This ebook that I'm using to present, download it. The link will be in the description box below. If it will not be there right away, just come back and check in the next 30 minutes. If you download the ebook, you will use it to do your personal learning. You can always get back to this video when you are stuck. Or you can, we have WhatsApp groups where you can reach out to the WhatsApp group, ask a question about this video, and if someone doesn't gets into your aid, I will be there to help you as soon as I get the time. Second, engage in a real conversation with these phrases. Okay? How do you engage with a real conversation with these phrases? To give you confidence on how to do it exactly, watch next week's live video with me, where I'm going to make conversation with someone. I will be alone, but I'm going to create the same presentation as this one, where I will show you step by step how two people will be conversing with each other. Okay? How two people will be conversing with each other with each of the steps that we have learned today. That sounds cool? That sounds okay. Asante sana, asanteni sana, na Mungu awabariki. Don't forget to download the ebook with these phrases after the end of the video. And I hope to see you next week as we continue with this lesson, part 2. And until next time, thank you so much again. Kwaheri. Asante. John Morales, let me read this comment before we finish. John Morales is saying, asante sana, love this class. Karibu. I hope to meet you next class, where we'll be having the real discussion of people who will be in a market, or people who will be introducing each other. Just the same steps as we have learned here. Now we will have it in real life. Okay? Asante sana. Mungu awabariki. Kwaheri.